before it's time.
And we're back, family. It's Saturday Night Live. No. Okay, my fault.
Okay.
Now the son is getting married, so the son goes to the dad like, Dad, I have too much to do. I need a favor. I need you to here's a list of 30 friends. Call them and invite them to the wedding.
Okay.
This is the date and all that stuff. So the father's like, all right, cool, no problem, son, I got it. Day of the wedding comes. Time goes by. Day of the wedding comes, and there's only 5 of his friends there out of the 30. So the son goes up to the dad. He's pissed off. He's like, Dad, I told you to do one thing, just one thing for me. I just need one favor. And there's only 5 people here. He was like, I called everybody. How the hell did you call everybody if there's only 5 people here? You mean to tell me all these people denied the wedding invitation? He was like, no, son, listen. So when I called your friends, I told them that I'm calling in, let's say his son's name is Nate. Um, I'm calling in regards to Nate. He's in trouble. We need you here this date, this time. Can you help us? Just show up if you're willing to help. Only 5 people out of his friends came to help.
Damn. That father's smart. The cost of that wedding was cheap as a motherfucker. And we was good out.
That's not the point, Kenyon. What the?
Was I don't understand that was the point. You know what I mean? Shit. I had a person you watch the hero episode and we fast forward straight to the choices, right? Same face. And so she was sitting there and I was like, mind you, this whole discussion came about because I was like, yeah, can you believe that this dude gonna sit here and want to debate with me which one of us is love and which one is chaos, right? And the first thing this lady said was, "Oh yeah, because you're the chaos, right?"
Yeah.
No,
Finally, people
absolutely not.
understand, son.
No,
Yes.
right? And she was like, "Yeah," I was like, no, don't do that, because let's talk about him, right?" And so I proceeded to tell 3 stories, right, of you being petty. And then she was like, "Oh my God. So you both were just chaos." I was like, "Yo, what in the fuck? Do you not listening?" Yo, I'm fucking mad. I was like, "Yo."
What story did you tell her?
She gonna fucking hit me with what?
What story did you tell her?
The first one was you waited 3 years to smack an individual.
Why you keep telling
Second
people that
one
story?
was how your wife ain't feel like getting up to give you a kiss, so you decided to leave with the cord that powered the TV that she was watching. And third was Ian Busters when you went to Steven's crib and
First
fucked
of
up
all,
his
okay,
whole
okay,
room.
understand.
And I just want you to know that I mentioned what you're about to say about the third one, how that don't count because it was a business transaction. And
Exactly. It's a business transaction. That shit does not count as being petty. It does not. At the end of the day, and me going back to get my property is the same thing that repo men do. You know what I'm saying? They go and they take their shit back. And that's what I did. I went and I got my shit back. All the stuff that was thrown around was a matter of collateral damage. That's nothing. There's no way that counts as me being petty. Second one, I agree that that's me being petty. Cool, fine. Take the cable because you didn't want to give me a kiss. Whatever, cool. First one, that shit don't count.
3
That
years.
Steve, yeah, but
3
that's
years.
because Steve didn't. He needed to understand. He
Mm-hmm.
needed to understand how long I was willing to wait to
Mm-hmm.
slap the bananas at you. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying?
Yeah. I love that story. I absolutely love that story. The mind fuckery of that story.
And I
Because I
need you
never
to.
forget, in that story, okay, you had a few people, including myself, who was like sickened by how close you and Steven were that night, buying each other's drinks, being all helpful and teammate ish. It was disgusting how close you all were.
You know, we all close friends. We
No,
all
no,
close.
no.
We
That was
brothers.
no. Y'all two got different level shit. Okay, I need y'all to listen, family. I need y'all motherfuckers to understand. Okay, these two, like, you ever seen that movie where the entire like whole couples are playing taboo, and
Hmm.
there's that one couple that's like they say two things and it's boom, 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 and by the end of the joint they got 30 points in the first round, and you wonder what the fuck you even here playing. That's him and this nigga. Okay, that's them two. That's what that shit looked like because they actually did it. We put them. We had a couples thing, and we put them two together as a couple. All right, and they absolutely smoked everybody
Yeah,
to a
that's my
point.
boy.
This is ridiculous. Okay, so just want you to understand how happy these two were at this place. Okay, the ambiance was set, and when he smacked the shit out of him,
That's affection. It was a sign of affection. You know what I'm saying?
oh my god,
And revenge.
that's right. Because I heard we was doing an episode that you mentioned something in pettiness, and this is where that story's going. Top three pettiest moments of Ian's life. Actually, it's a travesty. You should do like top 20. You got a lot.
Nah, nah.
You got a
Travesty is fine.
lot.
I
Jesus
do.
Christ, you got a lot. It's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
The thing is, if I'm only petty to those that ask for it.
That's
You
exactly what I
ask for it
told.
on a daily basis. Okay.
That's exactly what I told her too. That you were gonna say. I told her. I'm telling you. I knew you were gonna say. I told her the same thing. I was like, "Yo, listen, he's petty as fuck, right?" So when I told her the story, she's like, "Oh my god, this motherfucker he's like super like that's not even petty. That's another level of petty. Like that's super duper duper petty." So I was like, "Listen, yes, right, but I'm telling you, if you was to have this conversation with him right now, he would tell you that don't count, right? I don't want to do this stuff to people.
I
But when
don't.
you do stuff, I need to show you why
That
you should never do it again. Right?
exactly.
And then she looked
Exactly.
at me and said, last time I checked, that is the definition of petty.
but whatever, yo. This is bull. This is some bullshit for real. I don't understand, yo.
Sound like you need closure.
Whatever. Whatever, yo. This is crazy. I don't understand, son. Don't
Uh,
if you don't want repercussions, life is all about balance. It's all about consequences.
yes.
And it's cause and effect. Everything
Yeah.
everybody knows. If something happens, something gotta come back. You
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
So I don't understand. Is it my fault for just trying to help the scale be balanced? Is that what the problem is?
I think it's the way you go about balancing the scale that's the problem. Technically, there's no balance when you finish with them.
There is. It's absolute balance. Is I'm
no,
sorry. I'll never do it again. And I'm like, cool. That's it. We live a peaceful life.
this motherfucker's shock value is down here. All right. Nothing balanced when you at the bottom and the not do it again is at the top. And there's nothing there.
Whatever.
Sad.
What's going on, family? It's your boy Ian alongside.
Kenyon Harris.
You said you don't like the alongside last
I
time.
don't. I don't. But it
Why
didn't
not?
it didn't throw me off this time.
What's going on, family? It's your boy Ian.
And your boy Ken. Oh no, not your boy. That's you.
See what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying.
Do it again.
Keep
No, you
fucking up.
fucked me up. Don't do that. Don't do that. You
What's
fucked
going on, family? It's your boy Ian
And your main
and your
man,
boy
Kenyon Harris.
Kenny
The
Harris. There you
main
go.
man.
Nah,
Kenyon
your
boy.
boy.
No. You got boy, I got man. That's it.
Is that what this is? Is this an ego trip shit for you right now?
No, you just no,
That's
don't
what it is. It
that's
is.
not what it is.
That's exactly what it
That's
is.
not what it is. It just
We
in
gonna
the
change
moment
that
it
shit.
sounded good. That's it.
Nah, we gonna change that shit. All
Don't
right,
say-
cool. What's going on, family? It's your daddy Ian. Oh, what's up? Come on, son. What are you doing? Let's go.
Yo, wrong show. Wrong show.
Nah, no.
Wrong show.
It is.
Not
It's
the
the
right
right
show.
show.
This
It's the
is you
right
and your
show.
wife after dark. That is not. Wrong podcast.
Come on, what are you talking about?
Absolutely fucking not. Wrong podcast. Okay. Play that shit.
Ah,
That shit at night.
all right, copy. Got you. What's going on, family? It's your man with the plan, Ian. You know what I'm saying? No.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no. You know what?
All right,
Go
cool.
ahead.
What's
Let that
going on,
out.
family? You already know. It's your
No,
man with the plan, Ian. Why you keep fucking stopping me from
I
doing
don't
the
like
damn?
that part. That first part. Second part's fine. Go.
What are you talking about? All right, cool. What's going on, family? It's the man, the myth, the legend, Ian.
You really just
Why
did
you
that?
keep getting stuck?
Nah, son. I can't. You keep throwing me
Why
off with certain
is
shit you
this shit
saying.
happening so much right now? Why?
Bro, nah, you fucking me up right now. You stop doing shit. You switched up again. Stick
Yeah.
to something and do it. Don't say, all right, I got it, and then you say some whole nother shit. What's wrong with you? Stop doing that. Okay?
All right, cool, fine.
Pick one.
What's going on, family? It's your daddy, Ian Christie.
I told you it's wrong podcast. Your
Okay.
wife's not here right now.
Why?
She's not
Why are
here.
you trying to make this harder than it need to be?
No. You
I need to,
you
yo,
doing the
family.
most.
I'm looking for a new co-host. I'm looking
Whatever,
for a new
bitch.
co-host because
All
this.
right. It'll be love and chaos, and it'll be Ian and Daddy. That's it, bitch. You gonna be by yourself. Okay? There's no real man who's gonna let you sit here and be daddy. I don't even want to be next to you right now. I'm nervous.
Yo,
You big for this shit, Ian. Like you've been to prison or some shit.
fine.
No,
All right,
absolutely.
fine. I'll just keep it the way it is. What's going on, family? It's the mastermind, Ian Christie.
You lied to me. That's why. That's why
What are you talking?
you got the phrase face because you lied to me. Okay. You said you're gonna stop fucking around and do it the proper way, and then you gonna come up with Mega Mind. The fuck?
Mastermind,
Yeah,
Megamind.
your head is Mega Mind, bitch. Shit's big. Yes. Here we go. Hit it. Oh.
What's going on, family? It's your main man, Ian Christie.
You can't use it. That's mine. It's mine. You can't use it. You can't have it. It ain't yours. No. We set
You
upon
know,
what we're gonna
crazy.
do. Think
I'm the
about
one that
think about
let you. I'm the one that gave that shit to you, and
exactly.
you just not gonna let it. Just let it be.
No, absolutely not. I'm letting it be by keeping it. That's
I
exactly what
have
I'm letting
proof.
it be. You the one having the problem. Let it be. Your boy Ian Christie. That's it. Leave it. It's fire. It's good. It flows. Stop changing shit. It's
I
good.
feel like you really feel like this is a good thing because I'm a boy and you a man.
That's your problem. See right there? You make it into
That's
something
what I
it's
think
not.
it is.
That's
Nah,
your problem. That's your problem.
I feel like I see your
That's your
ego, your
problem.
head
I just
blowing
want
up.
you to
It's
know
like
it ain't me. It's you. You doing it. I ain't say nothing. You did. Okay? God damn.
I feel it, yo. I know, Kenny. You know I'm
Stop.
not stupid.
Stop.
You
You
know I'm not
bugging.
fucking stupid.
You
Stop trying to make me
bugging.
feel like I'm stupid, yo.
Relax, bro. Please. Stop it.
Yo.
We're on live camera and you acting up. Relax. Let it go. Stay natural. Think about our branding. Okay? We're branding. Our
Uh,
branding is consistency. Consistency is key. There's no rebranding right now. We gotta wait.
I need give me don't talk. I gotta get rid of yo, son. Because I know. Just tell me the truth. You know. Because I know for damn sure that that's exactly what this is. Tell me the
No,
truth, Kay.
it's
Tell
not.
me the truth. Oh,
And you actually gave the perfect example of why it's not. Because, like you said, you came up with this.
yo,
I'm just rolling with exactly what you said. I didn't make this up. I didn't choose that one. You gave it to me. Yeah, it's not. Stop
it's a big
overthinking it.
it's a fucking it's a big ass problem,
No
yo.
problem. It's not. I'm telling you, it's not. Don't think of it that way. Just don't let Sydney put the part of what I said in there, and we gonna be fine. Nobody knows. Yeah.
Yo, son. Oh my gosh. Today we talking about closure.
Yes, sir.
We've spoken about support. We've spoken about getting over someone.
Yes,
We've
sir.
spoken about how to build your support circle. Oh shit. We never told them about how to even start a relationship. That's crazy.
For a relationship or relationship?
Both.
Hmm.
The whole thing is about relationships.
I mean, technically, like there was a part where we were like, like reassessing. Well, technically, it was a reassessment of what your current circle looks like, and if they are not doing particular things,
Yeah.
like setting you straight and all this other stuff, then you need to get rid of them, or at least know that that shouldn't be in your closest circle.
Yeah.
Um,
And I do remember that we did do a episode telling. I think I remember a chaos letter where if it was a woman that kept finding the same people
yeah,
over and over again, and okay, forgot
yeah,
her name, but yeah, okay,
yeah. So I think we're good. I think we covered it.
all right, cool. Sorry about that, family. So my bad.
Yeah.
So today, yeah, we talking about closure. We gonna excuse us. Sorry, we had to get our thoughts together.
Yo.
We gonna talk about closure, how
Yep.
to do that final step to fully get over that last person or fully get over that friend that you lost and move on and realize that you can live without them. Sometimes they've been there for years to the point that you don't know what to do.
Okay. You know what? You said that, and I have a great idea. As a matter of fact, we're going to go through a couple of topics based off of closure needs. Topic one,
I don't like this idea already.
closure scenario number one.
It's scenarios.
Yes. So, closure number.
No,
So,
no, 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 no.
no,
Wait, wait,
no, no,
wait, wait.
no,
I'm
no,
not
no.
ready.
You
I'm
said
not
you
ready.
ready
I'm
on the
not ready.
fly. No, no, no. You said it. You said it earlier. You was like, man, I'm ready. I'm on the fly. I does this. I'm that ooh wee. You know what I'm saying? Amazon. Woo, 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 wee.
That
Okay.
was
I
that was
got you.
that was a
Yeah.
song. It was
Nah, that was weed in the best time. Okay,
what?
so here we go. Number one, keep in mind all topics are about closure. Scenario number one: seeking closure for someone who is close to you that has passed. Start there.
Why we got to start so deep? Like, why got to be a death like off the rip? Like, that's
Because
crazy.
we're going backwards.
How to get over someone that passed away? Obviously, first off, you have to accept the fact that they're gone for good. Keep them in your heart because if you keep them in your heart and in your mind, they'll never die. The first thing
Okay.
that you will forget is their voice. Try to maintain that. Cherish the pictures or whatever you have that belongs to them.
Hmm.
Uh, and that way, once you accept it, you'll always know that they're always there. And don't be afraid to visit if they're in an urn. Visit them if they're in a grave. Visit them, talk to them. Somewhere
Okay.
out there, I strongly believe they can still hear you. So that's closure. You never really get over the person that you lost, and especially if that person was the person that you always went to for advice.
That's true.
What about
Piggyback
you?
on that. Um, if it's me, it's almost the same. I'm more of a person who I kind of like to take a step back and view how many people other than myself the loss affect. Um, and as I'm watching those people go through their own version of mourn, um, I'm a big believer that when someone does pass away, no matter how it works, it's meant
Hmm.
for a higher purpose to help someone or motivate another person to be great or do something worthwhile or at least be a sign to start. So little interesting bit, right? Uh, if there's something that I've always enjoyed when it comes to this topic is going to it's is it the funeral or the wake? Which one is it? The one where everybody like gets a chance to get up and tell stories about the person. Which one is that one?
Awake.
The wake. I like the wake. All right. And the reason why I like the wake is that part, like I just mentioned, like when people get up and they start telling stories about the person you had no idea about. Um,
Mm-hmm.
particularly when I lost my cousin. She was like 30 years old, very young, from a stroke.
Mm-hmm.
She left a child behind. And I remember going to visit her body and watching some of like she was in the project, so like watching some of these hardcore dudes sitting there crying over her body was big. And this one particular gentleman, all I remember him saying was, "Yo, she is." I remember the times that she has always told me I need to get my life together and get out these streets and get a real job and actually start making a life for myself than what I'm doing now.
Mm-hmm.
And he was crying when he said it, but to see how open he was to actually make a change, and he did. A few years later, like he actually became a manager. He worked at Home Depot.
Mm-hmm.
So coming from where he came from in his background to actually, sometimes the effect of someone passing that you loved and has always looked out for you, but you never really made any moves, and until they're gone, and then it's like that's how some people end up wanting to sort of pay respects to a person's memory is by actually doing and making the changes that they've always spoke about. So I thought that's how I kind of see it. Where the positive impact is, where this was worth it, and needed and necessary.
Okay.
So that's my little spiel on that one.
Do you know where Wake came from?
No clue. Do tell, because they didn't get up.
Oh, by the way, two things. So, one, Wake is came from don't remember the time frame, 100%.
Okay.
Early ages, from Jewish people. What they used to do is they would leave you know how they would bury people
Yeah.
behind in like a cave, and then they would roll a stone in front of the cave. Same thing like Jesus and all that stuff.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
they would do is, in anticipation for the fact that the person was actually not dead, they left it open for 3 days just to make sure.
Oh wow.
Sometimes the person would wake up. You know what I'm saying, yeah,
Oh.
yeah, 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 yeah. And then after 3 days, they would close it. That's also why they have that thing called Saved by the Bell. You remember? You know what that is?
Saved by the Bell.
Yeah,
I mean
like
the
Saved by
show.
the Bell. No, not the show. What the
Okay.
really?
So what? It's a great show.
Saved by, Saved by the Bell uh, originated because they would bury people. Same situation. They
Mm.
would bury people, and they realized that when they were digging people up in the early 1900s, when they were digging people up, there would be scratch marks on the inside of the coffin.
Mm.
So what they would do is they would put a string in the coffin and attach the string outside with a bell, and then the person would wake up. But oh, should have been a coffin. Bing, 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 and they would get saved by the bell. That's where Saved by the Bell came from.
What?
Yeah.
Wow. This is better than I thought it'd be. My God, that was good. Did you know? All right. Are we gonna end
You,
it on that
you know
topic?
I
Oh,
got
that's
you know I
good.
got useless information for days. And also to piggyback off of what you did say, so you trying to say that the same thing of all those actors and rappers and all those people that all of a sudden took off after someone passed away. That's what you was trying to point out.
What?
Is that
No.
what you were trying to point out? You were trying to say, that I don't want to start talking about, I can dive deep. I'm a conspiracy theorist man.
Yeah. Nah, I know you are, right?
Yeah,
But
but I'm not trying to do that, yo.
nah, listen, no, on the surface, right? At the end of the day, more times than not, especially if you really love that person, there were other people who also felt the same way. And listen, it usually loss is a great motivator for change. And you either change and take that and you use it to change in a positive way, or you kind of sink in and you go nowhere. But the hope is that you decide to go and help another person. If that person was somebody who gave you great advice and you took it to heart, or you didn't take it to heart at the beginning, and you lost them, and now it's the moment to put those lessons into practice. It's a perfect time to honor their memory by doing the same thing, right? But for another person. or just knowing that the person has wanted something or wanted the best for you, you honor
Hmm.
them by doing and being the best, and putting your best foot forward, right? Especially
Okay.
if you weren't doing it before. So it's a good opportunity through death to do something new in life, right? And I'll
Copy.
leave it there for that one.
Let's go.
Um, Second scenario. Okay. In this scenario, how would you get over broken heart? Where is the closure in a broken heart? How are we gaining that
Broken heart from there's many people that can break your heart. Broken heart from a relationship with a boyfriend girlfriend
relationship?
type thing. I'll
Relationship.
get under another person.
I'm
Oh,
sorry.
you want
Come again?
more?
Yeah,
Get under
because
another person. Get under another person. That's what people say. No, that's not what they say.
yeah,
They
no,
say like,
yeah. Listen, no, they say a lot of dumb things like get another person, have
yeah,
sex with
you know
other
what I'm saying.
people,
Yeah,
have
yeah, yeah.
sex
And the
with
best
50
way
billion other people.
women say it all the time. Best way to get over a man is to get under another one type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I've heard that ridiculous dumbness before. Yes.
Yeah, and then same thing for guys. For to,
Yeah. No, I know.
to get over a woman, got to get on to another
Get
one.
under another one. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah. And I even think in that way they even missed the point because to
yeah,
them, get under means get under inside of something, not
yeah, yeah.
any
You know
deeper
what I'm saying?
level. So, you want to elaborate on a real answer that the people can actually use? Because I think dumb shits is the reason
All
why.
right. That's why we here.
Fuck
All
it.
right.
Thank you. Thank you. All right.
I was all right. My bad.
Oh,
My
fuck
fault.
it. All right.
I want
Good.
y'all to understand before this episode started, he was talking hella holla shit. Okay, just understand that. Um, so I'm gonna make Cindy put that out there so she can see. Everybody gonna see how you be. Anyway, um, best way to get over heartbreak is time. You need to. What are you looking at?
What are you talking about?
You keep looking up. The best way to get over heartbreak is time. Kenny's being held at gunpoint right now, family. Just let y'all know. Somebody is there
Yeah,
watching
somebody.
him,
What the fuck?
directing you on what to say. He's
No.
like, what you saying?
New
You got to,
teleprompter.
you got teleprompter in front of you or something.
Hide a real person. Ha! Hold up cards right now.
God, you got your contacts in? Because you damn sure can't see. Do
All
we
right.
need to
Put a
pause?
put a put a put a pin
I
in
got
the.
it.
All right. I got a third party person outside, so they don't.
They
Anyways,
don't know.
I'm not here, bitch. I'm not.
Okay. Where was I?
Real answer
Oh,
on
time.
how.
Yeah, I got you. I'm gonna wait until 46 because I put a note for 46. Whew, shit, that was heavy. Whoa.
Yep.
So the best way to get over heartbreak, real answer, is you need time. Time heals everything, honestly, but it's just the amount of time that it takes. If you've been with that person for years, obviously it's going to take more time than it would take if you've been with that person for months. That's just how it is. What I can recommend is you can go back to our episode for support system and rely on that. All those ideas that we put in that episode, go back and check it out. I don't need to go over it here, and do that, and that will help you get over heartbreak quick, fast. Especially if your circle don't like that person, they will take you out of that real quick.
Yeah, nah, I hear that. I hear that.
Like, you what? You still crying over it? What, man? So yeah, definitely will help you with that. So what
Man.
about you, Kay? I'm pretty sure
Um,
you're gonna give the same answer. Let's see.
I'm a little different.
Okay.
Truthfully speaking, yeah, you do need time, but I think it's how you use that time is so crucial to me, right? Like most people, when they spend their time, they don't spend their time wisely, right? They spend their time sitting there thinking about all the good times they had, all the sweet moments, all the things you've ever been through, and it makes you cry even more, it gets you more sad, and you're staying in this little bubble. You don't want to eat. It's the wrong way to spend your time. You should be spending your time really self-reflecting why it didn't work, self-reflecting on most likely self-reflect on a bigger, better picture. So, an example being, if the person you're with, and let's say you did for like 5 years, right, and then you begin to fall apart, right? I'd rather you sit there and pick apart on like how that fell apart. Like, how many things did we miss? You know what I mean? Like, where could you have done better at? Where did that person lack, and why it couldn't last further? Right? Like, I like to think those things out to have a better understanding. Because for me to get over something, I have to understand why it didn't work in the first place. Right? So having that understanding, at least for me, helps me through that process. Right? On top of being with your support system that takes you out, so you're not sitting there overly thinking everything. It also helps to also keep in mind that you know there's a big world out there. There's a lot of stuff you probably hadn't done when you were in a relationship that you might want to start thinking about doing. Like, think about passions, think about hobbies. Think about things you said, probably a trip that you probably never took that you can probably get a chance to do now, right? Like, try to get yourself in the idea of putting stuff together where you can start living life and doing new things and pouring in that energy of heartbreak into something, right? Whether it's a better career path or, doing better at your job to, focusing more personal projects that mean to you, art, travel, you want to be a vlogger, podcaster, whatever. But
I got a question.
please go ahead.
They have to be careful with the self evaluation. A lot of people fall into the circle or the hole, actually, for lack of a
Yeah.
better word, of self sabotage.
Yes.
Um, I know you do it, but your mental is a lot stronger than a lot of people. So I'm pretty sure that you've fallen into the self sabotage hole already. How did you get out of it?
Um,
By the
it's
way,
good.
family, self sabotage meaning just to clarify, so
Yeah,
y'all
go ahead.
know, self sabotage meaning like you're going through what was done in the relationship and you keep finding faults with only yourself. Like, oh, they wouldn't have done this if I didn't do this. If I did this, then this would have happened better. If I did this, if I, that's
Yeah.
a self sabotage thing, and that will lower your self esteem and make you kind of enclose yourself away from uh, closure. Actually, so
Good point. Very
yeah.
good point. And you know what? Great. So to answer your question, yes, yeah, I'm a perfectionist, so naturally, I'm going to try and find every single thing in which I probably could have done better, right? And it'll go to a very deep rabbit hole for sure. How I get out of that rabbit hole is when you put everything together, right? So at first it's my reflection, then the next is my reflection on the other person, on what they kind of didn't provide at the time, or what signs that were clear that this wasn't working or this was decreasing, and what I didn't to either address it or we didn't address it together, right? Because it's always a we thing. It's never just a you thing or a I thing, right? And then how you bring the entire story together, right? So I could say, and I give you an example of a relationship I had. I could see the points where, remembering how the girl I was with at the time, she felt like I wasn't, quote unquote, at the time, manly enough, right? And I didn't understand what that meant at the time, right? But when you self reflect, as far as and understand where the moments where she would be like, oh, when, I want you to be more aggressive towards me, or I want you to be more, you know, open to not just make the plans and don't ask me my opinion all the time. And when you think of reflections of when you didn't do those things, you also think of why I didn't do those things, right? So, an easy one. She says, why didn't you just choose the food that we were going to go eat? Because every time I chose the food, you said, oh, I didn't want that food. So then we were back to me not having a real place to eat. So I'd rather ask you without going all the way to a place that you look unhappy and not going to eat the food. So that's why that happened, right? And that's a full understanding where you're not just going to say, man, I stopped doing it at some point. Understand why you stopped doing it. It has to be logical, right? It should all make sense at the end of the day, right? I didn't do it. Why didn't I do it? Because this has been your reaction more times than not. And then I
Hmm.
played it safe by just asking you instead of just choosing for you to not have a night that we would at least both be able to enjoy in the middle ground than for me to do all the work and then not have a good outcome. So that's one of the things. And then you start talking about emotions and feelings, right? Like, so if you're talking about, I'll give you just one more and I'll move on. Uh, there was a point where um, at the time I wasn't financially stable. And so when she met another person or speaking to her friends, and they had boyfriends who were more financially stable at the time, um, she would bring that up, right? And then so when I reflected on the breakup, I said, okay, I didn't have the financials, right? And I need to work on that. So I say I need to work on that because I don't want that to come up in my future relationships.
Hmm.
However, I can't take the fact of when I think about those other men completely control those other women, right? And had been. And also, there were moments where they turned into abusive relationships. So, to a point where the woman didn't actually have an opinion in the relationship because he was so financially stable and taking care of everything, and the other girl didn't have anything. So, he expected her to bend to his will and whatever he wanted and saw fit. So, I had the mental understanding that I didn't want to be that person financially, right? So it gives me kudos to understand that, all right, she only looked at the glass half full and not for the full picture, where at least I gave the love and all the other emotional aspects needed that she didn't appreciate or stopped appreciating. And that's on her, not on me, right? So I understood my strengths in those moments. And that's what I mean when you say reflecting on what you could have done better, what they could have done better, and then you bring it together on how everything makes sense, on how we look towards a better picture for who we may want. So that's where that comes from as far as moving
Cool. So I do want to do another. I do want to do an episode. Because for how to start the relationship,
yeah.
because we do need to go more in detail about that. Because a lot of those issues, like the ones that you spoke about just now, from that relationship, one, that relationship was toxic as hell. By the way, I remember that relationship; it's crazy.
Yeah.
But um, all that could have been solved at the very beginning of the episode of the relationship.
Yeah.
It could have been solved at the beginning of the relationship with the proper communication, and we need to teach the family, tell the family how to do that communication. Um,
I agree.
yeah. So I
More
was,
so too, because you know what? I 100% agree because we also have to get into that of understanding the differences between when you are feeling somebody off rip, but it goes bad, to
facts.
building those feelings for somebody, which can last longer.
Yep.
So, yes, we
Family,
absolutely.
new episode coming
That's right. On the fly, baby. We
on the
here.
fly.
It's
But
happening.
um, also want to put in a little tidbit of family. Listen, man, comparison is the killer of all joy. Like that is a saying that is true to every single letter. Like every space between the letter. If you like, it's true. Like if you comparing yourself to whatever it is, you will only see the good stuff about that relationship, that person. You will never see the bad until it's too late. Don't compare your relationship to other people. Don't compare yourself to other people because you don't know what those people are actually going through. Just because that guy is driving the brand new whatever car, I'm not saying no car names because unless y'all gonna sponsor us, I ain't gonna say. But he or she is driving the brand new whatever car. You don't know if that person even has a house to live in. You know what I'm saying? I've known people that have a brand new spanking car and they sleep in the car.
Mm. Yep.
You know what I'm
Listen, I know
saying?
some people who are rich and they are all about themselves. You're not going to get no sort of emotional connection or help or any of that.
Yeah.
It becomes a
Do
power
not.
trip.
Yeah. Do
Uh,
not. I cannot stress or beg y'all enough. There's so many people that Kenny and I have helped that always, for some reason, compare themselves to other people.
yep.
Ain't nobody on Instagram gonna take an ugly picture and post it.
Nope. Not going to happen.
Nobody. They take like 10, 15 pictures before they post it.
Yep.
Stop comparing yourself to people you don't know.
Telling you. I got a neighbor who act like he partying. He ain't. He took one beer that whole night. He just saw 50 pictures that he kept switching them out and drinking them. Nah, he only had that one the whole time. Those were sips. He was do one, do two,
Yeah,
do three. That's it. Okay?
this fake it till you make it thing is real out there. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? And they not making it, but they faking it for real.
that's facts. All right.
What's the next scenario? How many you got?
You know what? We're gonna do one more. We went through mourning. We went through relationships. I'm on the fence on this last one. I'm not gonna lie to you, right? And I was thinking about pet owners in this moment. Like, there's
Uh,
a lot of people with animals that they really love and they consider family.
mm-hmm.
Um,
I have one.
right?
You already know my boy Alex.
Yeah, yeah. So I guess I don't know. We'll do one for the pet lovers.
Mm.
How we?
I can't answer that question honestly, family. I'm sorry, I can't answer that because I haven't lost my pet yet. Alex is my first dog.
Yeah,
My wife will be able to explain that. So maybe we'll bring that question up when she comes on. She's going to be on shortly um, for an episode
yeah.
because she has lost two dogs.
Oh
So
wow.
yeah.
Okay. Well, you know what? I've lost one dog, and truthfully, to be honest, it wasn't really like it was my dog. It was like the family dog. Um,
Mm,
but nonetheless, um, I think this actually could be a good question we could save for that
yeah.
episode.
And I'm
Um,
not as obviously I can come with an answer off the top of my head, but
go for it.
me having me no, I'm not
Yeah,
gonna do it because
try to.
me having a nah, you not go fuck me over. Right? Me having a pet, I understand like how it would feel if someone that never really experienced it was trying to give me advice. I can't give you advice on something that I've never been through. That would be me lying to you. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that, family. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. If I haven't been through it, I'm not gonna talk about it.
Okay. Well,
So I've never been through that, and I'm not gonna lie. And would I be devastated? I'm pretty sure. How I would feel, heartbroken. But how I would get over it, I don't know because I never I never had to get over it.
nah. Hey. Well, I mean, listen. Honestly, in my opinion, from when I have lost a pet, um, that's different from humans for me. And the only
Mm-hmm.
reason why I say it's different is because it's like they affect you in a different way and they motivate you in a different way. And they touch your heart in a different way compared to like another person. Like another person at some point will leave your life, come back, they're doing their own thing. You're not worried about them as much. You're still worried about your own life. A pet is a consistent in your life thing. It's like having a kid. You know what I mean? It's like losing a child. It's not like losing a friend.
Mm-hmm.
So when you see that and now that same dog, at least for me, that I used to pet and play with and run around and throw the ball in the backyard and used to run and get it and bring it back, and you know that just natural caring love that it has for you. It's like having a baby that loves and calls you daddy for the first time, but it never stops. Like it always stays that way.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? So that's harder to me than losing an actual human.
Well, I do have a story about pets. There
Yeah.
was there's just to put it in context, and this is gonna be like a sad thing, but
Yeah.
whatever.
It's fine.
um, put it in context. It's the story of a little boy and his parents. Right, the dog passed away, and the mother was devastated. The father had to figure out a way to tell their son that the dog passed away. Now, when he went to their son and told him, let's say the dog's name was Rex, hey, Matthew, Rex has gone to heaven. And Matthew was like, oh, that's good, Daddy. And he was like, you you just accept it? He was like, yeah. Um, do you know why dogs don't live as long as we do? And he was like, no, Matthew, tell me why. And the little boy said, dogs don't live, animals, our pets, don't live as long as we do because they love us wholeheartedly instantly. They miss us when we're gone, and time does not exist in their eyes. If we're gone for 5 minutes, it's the same thing as us being gone for 4 hours to them. They will miss us the same way, love us the same way, and come up to us the same way. They're super excited to see us at all times and love us so much. They don't need that extra time to try to figure out if they love someone. And because of that, they leave us early.
That was beautiful.
Yep, that's what the little boy said. True story.
Wow.
Yeah, it was an article. I read that article like 10 years ago, but I do
Yeah.
remember it.
Nah, listen, that was beautiful. I mean, listen, it's funny because when you started it, I was like, it sounds familiar. Then it not, it's not, it wasn't. Um, but it's funny, no, because I remember when my daughter's hamster passed away, and she was really, really devastated. And at the time, I didn't have any words to really tell her. I didn't know what to say to her. And then it's funny too, because on the back note, I was like, wow, am I really that desensitized to these things? You know what I mean? Because like
I know
she,
why, but I'm
you know what I mean?
we're
'Cause,
not
like,
going to talk about that
all right,
right
we're not gonna talk about that. Yeah, yeah. There's a why to it, right?
Yeah, there's a why.
But more importantly, there was this gentleman who I was hanging out with one day, and he likes to give me these little books for
Hmm.
special needs kids. And in the book was this boy who had this puppy, and they played together all day, every day for a good while. And then the puppy got sick. Um, and in the midst of when the puppy was in its sickness, uh, the boy and the puppy made a promise that they always be with each other. So the dog ends up going to the hospital. Mom comes back, sorry, the dog passed away. Kid is infuriated. Mom's wondering, why are you so mad? It's like, because he lied to me. He lied to me and said that we were going to be together forever, and he left me. And the mother said, did you ever think about why you're really upset? Did
Hmm.
you ever think about, tell me something? What is it that you love most about being with the dog? And he would say, oh, I love when we would go out and play together. And after playing, we would hang out in this tree and we would just be under there for hours, just relaxing with the wind blowing on our face. My favorite moment. Right? And he was like, okay, you have anything else? And he named about two or three things.
Hmm.
And the mother said, okay, so then it sounds like the dog is very much still with you,
Hmm.
just in your memories and in your heart. And the kid lit up and cried and pretty much told mom, you're right. And every time he hung out under that tree, he just closed his eyes and envisioned the dog being with him. So, it was, again, as far as going back to the question of how do you see closure in a pet,
Time.
time. But if you take what makes that moment special, right, and that's just the constant love and attention. I think that kind of love and attention, if you brought it to other things, again, I feel like if you put any pain or any loss to something positive, or at least when I say positive, I mean something that will benefit you in a hobby, or even get a new pet that you can love,
Hmm.
helps. Right? I mean, it'll never replace it. And all pets, I mean, listen, if you ever had any pet, you know that they all got their own personality like another person. So you ain't gonna get the same breed that you get the same exact dog. It's not gonna happen.
Hmm.
Or the same exact whatever animal you got. So
I envy those people that got snakes as pets.
mm,
I can't do it, but
yeah,
I envy those people. No offense to anybody that doesn't have. I mean, not doesn't have. Actually, yeah, that doesn't have a dog. There are many different pets out there. I know we only really talking about dogs, but that's because those are the best that we had.
yeah.
but but yeah, I know there are definitely a lot of pets out there. So just to sum it up, family, like if you're getting over someone that passed away that you cherish and love, always remember them. Give it time. If you're getting over a relationship, get on or under somebody else. And if you
No, take time, reflect. If you're gonna go out and quote unquote get under someone, it's not. It wasn't really made for the idea of sex. It was made for the idea of actually learning to get to know what your next step is. There
yeah,
are stages in life. Okay.
okay.
Waste this
Right.
if you
I'm
want
sorry.
to, but there are stages. Okay, people. You see what you loved, see what you didn't like, make the adjustment of what you think will work better the next person comes along, and you get to know people based off of that parameter of what your revised version is until you get to that revision that fully suits you. That is what it means to get under different people. Okay? Jesus Christ. Continue.
I stand by what I said. Get under or on somebody. Next, if you get over a pet, just give it time. But essentially, all closure needs time. Time to heal. Time to get over it. Time to figure out what you're gonna do. Uh,
Yep.
time to find a place or a a place that's safe, not physically, mentally, a place that's safe for you. And when you get there, stay there and be open to more and more exciting things. Yeah, cool.
All right, family.
All right, so we're gonna end it there, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Family, I know this episode was kind of like a less upbeat episode, but it's about closure. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? There ain't nothing really upbeat about closure. If you need closure, it's something that's sad. It's something that you need to express the feelings about. It's
Yeah.
not. It doesn't necessarily have to be sad, but it is. At the end of the day, if you need closure for something, most of the time it's a sad event. I mean, you don't need no closure when you get a promotion at your job.
It's facts.
You know what I'm saying?
And yeah, and then also to keep in mind that it's okay that it is a sad moment and a sad time, a sad journey. Time heals all, as he said, and you walk the path. Just like everything doesn't last forever. Your sadness is not going to last forever. That idea that that one person was the only person ain't going to last forever. You're going to find that there are multiple other people who can definitely fill the void. So when it comes down to time healing all, everything expires, and where there's something that's old, something that's new. So
Yep.
just be open to it when it comes
Yeah.
your way.
Definitely be open to it. Don't get too extreme because there are people that do extreme things. I'm not going to say the word, but we already know there are people that do extreme things when they lose something that they love, and that's
Yeah,
not necessary. There's always something else out there that can love you even more.
that's right.
But other than that, family, we love y'all. We here for y'all. If y'all need to reach out to us, if you searching to find what that love can bring, what that thing that you can love can do for you, what that thing that is brought to you can do to help you find the thing that you trying to fall in love with,
Yep.
give us a call. 762-253-0813. Rings on all our phones. Somebody will answer you. Either a project manager who can definitely take care of you, our editor, she'll take care of you too, or both of us. Most of the time it'll be us though. But
Yeah.
family, we love y'all. We here for y'all. Also send us an email. Send us your comments. BX718. BX Dynasty 718 at gmail.com. I already said that we working on getting a better email, but that's what it is for now. We love
Sir.
y'all.